to this thing, you have Colorado. They got new wideouts. We got some veterans returning, but they ain't just took off like that. We know they got the star power. But everybody we finna get to see. So we finna see what this wide receiver room look like. We'll Coach Prime them wide receiver room, because they got big shoes to fill. You got basically 1, 2, 3, 4 in the past 2 years, and kind of 5. You got 5 guys playing in the pros at wide receiver. 2 at slot, 3 on the outside. And you know Travis Hunter was one of them 3 on the outside. And he a unicorn, so you can't go count him. But the rest of them you count. All right, so we got to talk about that. Which wide receiver and how that wide receiver room going to look. Then look here. Look like Alabama is going to walk into the new year and Ty Simpson is going to be their starting quarterback. Now, I went and looked at Ty Simpson highlights. I went and checked him out. We're going to have to see how this goes, so we're going to talk about that. And then, look, also, we just going to jump into college football in general. But, hey, look here. If you haven't subscribed to Life in Football, please do so. Rock out with you, but because it's on the problem. But let's jump into this thing. So you got Coach Prime. Now, if Omarion Miller didn't get hurt last year, I think he would have worked his way into a strong rotation where he could have got the ball a lot. I really believe that. His true freshman year, USC, he took off like a rocket. Baylor and K-State, he was balling. A 24. So now you look at this wide receiver room. Coach Prime has Omarion Miller coming back. He should be healthy. Then you have a new player in JoJo Williams. He was there during the spring. We know what he buy. He'll jump out of the gym. He'll go get it. You got Dre Miller coming back. Dre Miller is a tweener guy to me. He's not really a wide receiver. He's not really a tight end. He's not a slot. He's not a running back. He's an athlete. Basically, he's our Debo Samuels. He's our Debo Samuels. Can he ball out like Debo Samuels did in college? We're going to check that out. So you got him. Then you have Sincere Brown transferring in. Now, Sincere Brown was at University of South Florida. And then South Florida had ended up with a new coach. Well, I think he's been there the past 2 years, 23 and 24, maybe. Or 22, 23, somewhere in the ballpark. South Florida got a new head coach. So Sincere Brown ended up going to Campbell, which is a D1 AA, and they were solid. He did his thing there. He's 6'4" or 6'5", could run, could jump. So you know he's going to be a red zone target. You know he's going to be a big target in general. So you got him. I'm trying to think of all the wide receivers. Then we got some young wide receivers. We got Q Gibson. He can get out there and get missing. So that's a guy. You got X could get out there and get missing. So I guess we going to work some of these freshmen in, but if Omarion Miller is back healthy, to me, he's wide receiver 1, unless somebody show me something better than that. Then you have JoJo Williams and you have Sincere Brown. But them big wide receivers. So who would be your slot? I guess you could throw in a Dre Miller. You could throw in a Q Smith. You could throw in a Caleb Mathis. So we finna see how this thing go. Because they finna get their opportunities. Really, now, coming off of last year, you would say JoJo Williams and Sincere Brown come in with more experience. Like, basically, they started all last year. They did their thing last year. So, can they translate that to Colorado, which I believe they will? And again, that all worked back through K-Salt. Can K-Salt distribute that ball? Now, when I looked at K-Salt history at Liberty, he had, I want to say 2 big boy wide receivers, but I know one for a fact was out there balling. So you're going to have a go-to wide receiver. Which one of them wide receivers will be his go-to wide receiver? And once he lock in on one of their go-to wide receiver, you ain't going to stop that wide receiver. You're not going to stop him. So He has a wide receiver he gonna pick out of the bunch that's gonna be his go-to guy. At least I feel based on what he did at Liberty. Another wide receiver gonna catch something, probably a tight end. They probably do that, and probably some running backs gonna catch some. So it's gonna be on who K-Salt get that ball to. But Omarion Miller, if he can do what he did in the big games that he made plays, I believe Omarion Miller could be a first-round draft pick. I'm telling y'all now, if that boy ball out, and then it'll come down to what his 40 time is. But if Omarion Miller could give me by, he got to give me 1,000-yard season. 1,000-yard season, and I'll take that with 41 catches, 50 catches, 60, 70. How many? I take that. I give me 1,000-yard season. Will Sincere Brown beat 1,000-yard receiver? Like, I feel one of our wide receivers gonna get 1,000. I don't know if 2 will, but I feel like 1 will, and I feel like the others will be in the range of 500 to close to 1,000. So that's what we're looking at with that. Which wide receiver will emerge as that guy? Wide receiver room solid. It is solid, but somebody got to step up and play. Somebody got to get out there and be that go-to guy for K-Salt. When K-Salt look up, hey, that. Now, you could hit the slot and the tight end. The tight end could end up being one of the top catchers on the team. Zach Atkins, he could end up being that guy. Where K-Salt looking, pop. Looking, pop. And get it out to him. But it's going to be some big plays made because with K-Salt running around, defense got to play a certain way. You just, again, you can't pin your ears back and go all out on us. So I'm just waiting to see how this wide receiver room turn out. Which wide receiver step up and be that go-to guy, or will be multiple go-to guys where you can't lose no matter who you throw it to. Now, they got the talent to be like that. It's just, we're going to see how it play out. Val C, what's good? Tell you what's happening. Hey, we back in action. Hey, you know it. You know I got to drop that heat. Don't touch two. What's good? Nate, what's good? FD. Shiny King. Tell you say, all love to the day. Hey, you know it. You know it. GC. Val, see you say the wide receiver room is deep. I love it. Me too. It's just who going to step up? Who going to step up and be that guy? Tell you say our wide receiver room is about to do. Hey, they can take off like a rocket. It's just which one K-Salt really connect with. And then that's who's going to be getting the shine. K Hastings, what's good? KO, what's happening? GC, you say Prime is pre-pro ballers. Yeah, he get the ones that they think can go do it. And then they turn out and go do it. So we got JoJo. We got Sincere Brown. There's those guys who played a lot last year. Then you have Dre Miller and Omarion Miller, who will be next up. So it's them 4 guys, I think, right out the gate. Zach Atkins gonna be at tight end, and then one of them freshmen. Lady J, you say I'm looking forward to see our wide receivers in action. Me too. TC, Sam Moore, what's good? Matt, what's good? K-Mo, you say I'll just stay healthy this year and have 600 yards. Well, I definitely want to see him healthy the whole year. Well, I can't remember in 23 if he got hurt or not. Maybe he did, I ain't sure. But I know last year he did. Matt, you say, look, hot out there? Well, it ain't hot. Well, it's hot if I stand in that sun, but it ain't hot. Well, I'm in this cool shade. Nate 2.0, you say you hope Omarion Miller starts. I believe he will start, and I believe he will dominate. It's just what will his dominate look like? Will his dominate look like 600 yards, 700 yards, 800, 900, 1,000? What will it look like? Lady J, yeah, me too. I'm ready for him. I'm ready for him. It's really on us. It's really on us. It's how we Coach Prime them had a passing game going. Will we throw the ball just 20 times a game? Will we throw it 25 times a game? Will we throw it 30 times a game? How will we do it? FBA, nah, man, I'm in Central Florida, man, Lakeland. M36, you say Sincere Brown is about to be a star. He got the size. He could surprise a lot of people. They go look at his film, but they won't have no real what he did versus a D1 team until Georgia Tech. Because I don't think he did too much at South Florida. Okay, Mo, you say, Marion Miller got hurt right after the USC game? Well, that was Oregon at that. So he got hurt during that game or the Oregon game? Oh, well, I guess you're saying right after that. So either way, yeah. So that's back-to-back years. So we just want Marion Miller to have a completely healthy year. Completely healthy year. Go out there, compete. He should be that go-to guy. Listen, y'all, one thing about Omarion Miller, he catches some of the most spectacular plays. Like that play versus USC, y'all, I'm sitting in the end zone. He catch it coming to me. I watched the ball hang up in the air. I'm like, he ain't going to get that. Shador done threw that one too far. Somehow, man, that boy grabbed that thing. I'm like, God, dog. That was a big-time play, big-time throw, big-time catch. So we going to see what it do. Mr. Miami, you say, what's Miller number going to be this year? Hodge got 4. Hodge on defense. So Miller going to probably keep 4 on offense because, you know, you go offense, defense with the numbers. And let's jump into that next segment. So I'm watching Alabama, y'all. University of Alabama. You know, Florida State was talking trash. They got a transfer quarterback. They was talking trash. His name, you know, TC was out there talking trash. He transferred from Boston College. Well, remember I told y'all, Alabama, we got to see what they going to be back this year. They have an O-line that's straight. They got running backs. They got wide receivers. They got a big boy, future NFL first-round wide receiver. Ryan Williams is him. So whichever quarterback get in, they throwing to Ryan Williams a lot. But will the quarterback be him? And it looks like Coach KD is giving the keys to Ty Simpson. Now, Ty Simpson, his dad is a head coach at, I think, Tennessee Chattanooga or Tennessee Martin. So whichever one of them two teams has a Coach Simpson, that's his daddy at D1AA, which y'all call FCS. So I don't know which. Ooh, did that go in my mouth? Okay. I don't know. Is Ty Simpson really all that? I looked at some of his highlights. Now he getting in doing mop-up duty. Except for when he playing South Florida in 23. That went mop-up duty. That game was still right there. South Florida could have won that game. So, and that was Nick Saban that first year. Now, Alabama versus South Florida again, KD couldn't really do nothing with South Florida. Like, they fought him hard. So, maybe South Florida got their number. But I do know this. Ty Simpson just didn't wow me like that. He was making throws, and one of the throws he escaped and threw a long pass. Matter of fact, I think they were playing Mercer. And that could have been a pick. And you know that happens. You could throw a pick or whatever, but I think they got Alabama to finish 3rd or 4th in the preseason. They think they're going to be that good. I don't know if they're going to be that good. After seeing Ty Simpson, I don't even know how the Florida State going to go. I know Florida State, you be looking at them like, well, they're going to be trash, but I don't think they're going to be that sorry this year. Not no 2 wins that sorry. They still might be sorry, but I just don't know. And when they get into the bulk of it, Alabama, that quarterback thing, serious. And the same with Georgia. They got a quarterback. I'm going to have to go check him out to see if, because I know they're giving him the starting range. Is he really like that? Because when I saw Ty Simpson, y'all, Ty Simpson could come out and ball. I just, from what I seen off that film, seeing some highlights of 23, seeing some highlights of 24, I don't know. Now, the thing that's going to help Ty Simpson, I feel, is they have Coach KD right-hand man in their offensive coordinator, Ryan Grubb. I think that's his name, but I know it's Ryan G. I know that much. So that's his right-hand man, that offensive coordinator. So they should look better than last year. Can they take away 4 losses and turn that into 3 or 2 or 1? That I don't know. Ty Simpson could run, but he ain't like he just no 4'3". It ain't like he Jalen Milroe and he finna get up out of there. I don't know what Alabama finna look like. I just don't. So Florida State, to me, and teams in the SEC gonna have a shot at whooping Alabama. Now, they might have all the D-line, O-line, all the skill players. All he might be is a game manager. He might get it done as a game manager. And Ty Simpson, I ain't saying you can't get it done. It's just, your film was good, but it wasn't just like, ooh, wait. It wasn't that like that. So maybe this season you turn into that. You had you worked through Miss Williams, appreciate it. You worked through the playbook last year. It was a new playbook. You worked through it. You done waited your turn. You done been in college football a while. Nick Saban brought you in, so you got something. You got something. Maybe you turning on and you beat him this year. Maybe you out there and you rolling. I think a lot of people believing in him. I just got to wait and see. I know I'm going to be tuned in to that Florida State game. I know it's probably going to be a tight game and it could turn into a blowout, but at least at the beginning, I think it's going to be a tight game. And I don't know if that would be the game to show me that Ty Simpson is him. I know they got the guy at Mac that came with Coach KD from Washington, and then they got a true freshman, either from Texas or Alabama, that he was Mr. Gatorade. So I know he a baller, but I don't know if he has done enough to overtake what they have in Ty Simpson. So Alabama, you on the clock. KD, they gonna be on your back, boy. They are going to be on Coach KD's back. And he gonna have to prove that he a real good coach. I think I'd have stayed at Washington if I was him. He had it rolling in Washington. Man, I think I'd have stayed. But maybe he didn't want to play in the Big Ten. But to jump in the SEC, I don't know, that's even worse. Ms. Harris, what's good? Coach Dre, what's good? FD, what's happening? Hey, Nate, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hey, life in football, hey, we rocking, ain't it? Coach Dre, what's happening? Lady PC. TC. Let me see. Miss Pleasantly Plump. Andrea, you say nothing changes, still awesome. Hey, we out here. I know Bama playing in a hard conference, y'all. I don't even remember when I looked at it, did they have any guys that they thought was just like all that? I know a lot of superstars left when Nick Saban did, but a lot still stayed. It's just hard. Coach KD got to win this year. He got to win. Yeah, Nate, appreciate it. And Miss Williams. Yeah, like, if Coach KD lose again and be outside of 10-win season, they going to be on his head. They might be trying to get him out. They might try to get this man out because he's not pulling the Nick Saban. Nick Saban. But you see, Nick Saban got out of there too. And Nick Saban should have lost some games too on his way out. But maybe everybody got the word, the whisper, hey, Nick Saban's leaving. Because it's real out here, y'all. College football done changed so much that, and then Alabama just such a high name. You following, basically, it's Bear Bryant, Nick Saban. You following that. And you trying to get your first chip. At least when Nick Saban came, he had a chip up on his belt. They knew he could do it. Coach KD was getting there, but you just don't know. Clyde, you said, Colin, did you hear Nick Saban might be going to the NFL? I heard that he want to get back into coaching, and then I heard people weigh in on it saying he's not going to come back to college. He don't like how the NIL stuff going. And then I heard that he might want to scratch the itch when he was at the Miami Dolphins and it didn't go the way he wanted to, but he was right there. So I would love for Nick Saban to get out there and coach. Nick, coach until you can't coach no more, boy. I know you seen the world past year, but I don't think you care for it. I think you still got time to coach. You see Pete Carroll got his old self out there, 72. Man, get out there and coach. Get out there and do what you do. If I'm Coach KD, man, I tell Nick, hey, bro, slide out here with me. You ain't got to tell nobody, but slide out here with me. Just come back out here. Just come back out here, man. Come with us and coach with me. Listen, it ain't your job no more, but just come out here. Matt, you say never too old to coach. You're not, man. You're not. You're not. Roger, you say, Colin, who's the next well-known black athlete you think will become a head coach? Athlete, like Coach Prime them be doing? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to have to check into that and see who's trying to be next. I think Ray Lewis and Ed Reed want to be next up, but I don't know how that's going to go. Vlogging, you say, is anyone talking about? Nah, they ain't messing with it. Hey, let's jump into the last subject, y'all. And then I come back on later this evening. I'm going to get me a cut today, y'all. I ain't got a cutting, but yeah, I got to get me a cut. So let's get into this last segment, y'all. You have college football about to jump off. Now, I seen the SEC put out their rankings. And they got Oklahoma like on the, you know how you got 5 teams on this side or however many teams. I don't know how many teams in their conference. Maybe it's 16. So maybe let's say it's 16. 16 or 14. So they had 7 or 8 over here, 7 or 8 on this side. Somewhere in that ballpark, right? Nobody talking about Oklahoma. I don't know why they not talking about Oklahoma. Listen. Oklahoma. University of Oklahoma has the chance to be so special this year, y'all. That quarterback, the same thing y'all seen Cam Ward come do at University of Miami when he came to University of Miami and he took Miami from a team that nobody was really thinking about to a team that everybody had their eyes on. That's the same thing this quarterback at Oklahoma finna do. And he transferred from Washington State just like Cam Ward did. Now, the difference between him and Cam Ward is he has 2 years to be at Oklahoma. Now, he could ball out so hard and the NFL really want him, and he come out and do his thing. Or he could stay for the second year. But, y'all, when I tell you that quarterback could run and throw, Oklahoma got something special. So, and then they got that running back from Cal. Woo! And then with the quarterback coming from Washington State, he's coming with his offensive coordinator. Now, I don't know if the offensive coordinator came in and changed everything or just took what Oklahoma was doing and say, hey, I could change my terminology, or they saying, hey, Oklahoma, y'all finna go with what I'm doing. I don't know how the head coach Brent Venables chose to do that, but I tell you this, Oklahoma ain't gonna be nothing to play with. Oklahoma ain't gonna be nothing to play with. And that goes the same for, really, if your team got a quarterback, it make it real good for you. See, like, to me, Alabama and Georgia don't have a quarterback that's proven yet. They get an opportunity this year, but Oklahoma got one proven. Texas just, now, Arch Manning not proven, but he done got some games done a little something. But his whole team surrounded around him top notch. So that's why Arch Manning ain't really like, no, I know he gonna shine. And then you got the quarterback Julian at Ohio State. He's jumping off into the paint. We just really don't know how good he is, but he's gonna have a squad around him, so it make it a little better. But if Ohio State could have got the quarterback that's at Oklahoma, woo! So Oklahoma quarterback is him, and his name should be the talk this season. And then you got even the quarterback at Vanderbilt, Diego, that boy's balling. But then you look around every conference. South Florida got a quarterback. Florida State got a QB. Miami got Carson Beck. We're going to see what he turned into this year. 23, he balled. 24, he was a high. 25, we finna see. Can he keep the Cam Ward magic up? I don't know. And then you go to the Big 12, you got K-Salt. Can he pull his magic from 23 and make it even better? Will the quarterback at K-State shine? Will Arizona State quarterback shine? Will Iowa State quarterback shine? Who BYU quarterback gonna be? So it's a lot of questions, but if you got a quarterback, you got an opportunity. If you got a quarterback that look at a little iffy, whoo, you probably finna get that beat down. And then you look at Florida. You got Billy Napier basically telling the whole world, DJ Lagway, this your team, this your opportunity. You shine, we go all the way. DJ Lagway is a game changer. But then you got South Carolina. They got a quarterback that's a game changer. And everybody looking at that quarterback like he can possibly go first round. He can possibly be a first round, second round draft pick. So it's a lot of quarterbacks. Then you got at Clemson, you got Cade. Now Cade, I watched him. He did good versus Texas. And he's going to be a 4-year starter this year. So he's surrounded by a big boy team. Clemson got a chance to be real special. And with him coming back and having all these years of reps up on his belt, I think Clemson going to be something to deal with. Now, when I look at Notre Dame, I think they just going to hit. I think they're going to hand the ball off a lot, but their quarterback may take off too. But he's an unknown to me. So it's hard to tell right now, but everybody got some squads. It's just, will your quarterback get this thing right for you that you could really take off and ball this season? It's going to come down to that quarterback unless your running game is potent. Like when we play Georgia Tech, right? When Colorado played Georgia Tech, they have a quarterback that's been there, done that. I'm pretty sure he's going to get an NFL opportunity just because he was at Texas A&M. He was a 5-star, I believe, or a 4-star. He played at the Under Armour All-American. With all that, he going to have opportunity. It's just, is he really, really like that? He can run it, he can throw it. They going to believe in him, so we finna see. Renee, what's good? Matt, you say, wait, wasn't Texas Tech that was being crazy last year throwing that stuff? Yeah, they did. They threw all the tortillas. Now, Texas Tech got a quarterback. Baylor got a quarterback. TCU got a quarterback. Y'all, it's real out here now. Amar Wilson, what's good? You say, how you think UCF going to be with Scott Frost back? Scott Frost had amazing magic balling when he was there initially. Now, he has grown. Times have changed. I went and looked up some of his stuff because I'm here in Florida, and I want to see what he do. I think I even want to slide to the game when he play North Carolina, but then sometimes it's so easy just to watch the game on TV and just flip to a bunch of games. Don't have to worry about going here, can't get on my lives like that. So that's the only thing about that. But I'm going to wait and see what Central Florida going to do. Central Florida I thought would have been better last year than they were. But they wasn't. They got rid of Gus Miles. Gus Miles, the offensive coordinator at Florida State. Now, maybe Gus Miles, that's his lane, offensive coordinator. But maybe he take off like a rocket. I am ready to see what UCF do. Now, I tell you this. Now, I don't know what Syracuse is going to do with their quarterback because they got 2 quarterbacks they going to be trying to get the job. But whoever start, I guess they're going to be that guy. But at FIU, Willie Simmons has a quarterback that could run it and throw it. So I think Willie Simmons going to have FIU balling. Again, when you got a quarterback, it's like that. And then the way Willie Simmons run his offense, man, that man produced NFL players. So watch after this season, FIU players going to be going to the NFL. Well, we already know FIU had ballers anyways because a lot of them transferred out and they had nice schools. So we know they like that. But in the state of Florida, Quarterback-wise, USF got a quarterback. FIU got a quarterback. I got to see what UCF got. The Gators got a quarterback. Miami got a quarterback. FAU, I don't know if they got a big boy quarterback yet. I'll check and see. But everybody who got a quarterback, y'all have a real opportunity to do something. Ain't nowhere around that. The quarterback make or break you. Rail, what's happening? Vet, what's good? Let me see. What's happening? FD? Matt, appreciate it. Clyde, you say Cole in the media are incorrect. How Miller Ross from USC transferred to Louisville and Carson back to Georgia. To Miami, and both were Heisman rated. They was doing it off the hype. Everybody, basically all this stuff coming off hype. Because right now, if they don't have Oklahoma quarterback in the mix for the Heisman, it's all off of hype. Even though he balled out, but it's if the teams they own. But look at y'all. I'll be back on later this evening. Just want to come on and get y'all that college talk for the day. I will be back on. I'm trying to get me a haircut. Not try. I'm going to get me a haircut. If you haven't subscribed to Life of Football, please do so. Also, you see Mac put the link in the chat. I do have a book. I ain't really never probably promoted it to y'all, really. I didn't promote it, I just talked about it. I do have a book. It's The Power of Faith and Positive Thinking. It's a game changer, y'all. I'm proud that I got me a book. I'm an author. Hey. I already talked about it, but I'm an author. Yeah, I'm an author. So if you have a chance, check it out. Also, if you want to start a business, you see I'm in this thing for business now. Got books. Hey, teaching classes. Hey, so if you need consulting on how to get a business started, on how to get YouTube, social media rolling, email me. Get with me. If you got a product you want to promote, email me. Get with me, and we'll go from there. info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. But hey, blessings to y'all. I'll be back on later this evening after I get this cut, and we'll rock out. Yeah, Matt put it in right there. Hey, The Power of Faith and Positive Thinking. That's the link right there. It's on Amazon. If you put The Power of Faith, or click the link. And it'll be in my description. I put it in the description as well once I upload this video. Hey, blessings to y'all.